Tonight, brace yourselves. Traffic is coming. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend in Canal Park. We'll tell you the best way to navigate the area.
Plus, MnDOT is rolling out new equipment to make snow plowing more efficient and the roads safer.
Plus, researchers in Minnesota are hoping to better understand mass shootings in an effort to stop them from happening.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. It's only Wednesday, but we're already talking about the weekend. That's because it's going to be a jam-packed one right here in Duluth.
It sure is. Friday night, it's the Christmas City of the North Parade. Plus, the Bulldog hockey team takes on Colorado College at Amsoil. Then Saturday night, it's Bentleyville's 2019 season opener. And the Bulldog men take the ice again. A lot of people in the Canal Park and Bayfront areas means a whole lot of traffic. CBS 3's Jenna Wells spoke with MnDOT today about how they plan to deal with the traffic headaches. Jenna, we hope you have some tips for us.
Yeah, you know, weekends like this are not a challenge for MnDOT. It's nothing that they aren't used to. They expect to see congestion around this time of year every year, but their number one priority is making sure that everyone stays safe. And they do have plans in place this year to make sure that happens. MnDOT representatives tell me that they're planning to have their message boards up in Canal Park and other spots in Duluth by Friday morning. These boards provide warnings that congestion is expected in the area and can be changed to warn about any crashes, road closures, or to provide any other important information for drivers. Beth Petrowski with MnDOT says historically we've seen backups on the freeway going all the way into the smaller roads downtown. She says coming in early and driving safely can really make a difference for travelers.
We really encourage people to just drive safely when there's congestion, keep a good distance between them and the car ahead of them, because oftentimes it's the congestion and then the little fender benders, and then it really blocks things up and everybody's delayed. So if people are coming to these events this weekend, we do advise that they come early or just plan ahead so that they know where they're going to park and everything, because parking may also be an issue.
Petrowski says the best resources drivers in Duluth can use is MnDOT's real-time travel information center. That's called 511mn.org. 511mn provides the latest updated route and traffic information. It shows crashes, closures, and road conditions. And this can really help travelers know which routes to take and which to avoid. MnDOT is also working to keep drivers informed by providing any information about traffic this weekend on their website.
And Jenna, besides just mass amounts of people, do they tell you what causes the worst congestion in Canal Park during those busy weekends?
They said the biggest thing, of course, is parking. People want to park as close as possible to whatever event they're going to, and that can just cause the roads to back up. But MnDOT and the city of Duluth both have things that are going to help alleviate that parking issue this weekend and for the rest of the year. So I have a lot more information about that. That's coming up at 10 o'clock tonight.
A lot of people looking forward to that information. Thanks, Jenna.
Police are investigating a 19-year-old's death as a possible homicide. Cass County authorities say the man's body was found at a home in Cass Lake on Monday night. They have not released the name of the victim or how exactly he died. An autopsy has been scheduled. No word if a suspect is in custody.
A Wisconsin man has been convicted of trying to kill his ex-girlfriend by lighting her house on fire. Eugene Stumbaugh set an Ashland home on fire back in July of 2018 while his ex-girlfriend was inside. The 54-year-old was convicted today on 1 count of arson and 1 count of attempted homicide. Both are felonies. He was also convicted for 2 misdemeanor charges of bail jumping. His sentencing is scheduled for later in January.
In Duluth, 2 people were hurt in a rollover crash on I-35 this morning. It happened around 11 o'clock on Thompson Hill near Cody Street. A state trooper says a 19-year-old lost control on her way down the hill. Her car rolled and a tire flew off and hit another vehicle. Both drivers went to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries.
So far this year, 22 people in the U.S. have died due to violence against the transgender community. That's according to the Human Rights Commission, and it's why dozens gathered in Duluth this afternoon. Twin Ports area transgender community members and their allies held this vigil on Lake Avenue and Superior Street. The group honored lives lost as they hope to bring an end to the violence.
But what we can change is families not rejecting their children because of their core identities. We can change a political climate and drop the hostility level directed toward people of non-dominant gender identities.
The group is also holding a dinner and a community service event tonight.
Minnesota researchers are hoping to better understand the circumstances surrounding mass shootings. Researchers with the Violence Project created a database. Its goal is to understand what contributes to mass shootings. The researchers looked at traits related to 171 people who committed a mass shooting. Researchers found 98% were men and 52% were white. The study is nonpartisan. It went online Tuesday.
Some wintry weather is making its way into the Northland. Here's a look at a MnDOT plow camera from about 5 o'clock this evening up near Ely. You can see partially snow-covered roads there, but to the west, much more snow has been falling, and it's headed our way. With that, let's check in with Dave. Dave, busy guy tonight, huh?
Yeah, it is heading our way, and just like you mentioned, my hometown of Ely is getting a fair amount of it right now. Let's take a look at the map, because we have a big Colorado low coming our way. They're well known for bringing plenty of precipitation. And along that frontal boundary, you see a nice split here in the area. Snow to the north and rain to the south. And as we work through the rest of the evening into tomorrow, it should shift over to mostly snow for everybody. So our Thursday day planner says snow is coming around in the morning, and temperatures will be topsy-turvy. They'll be warmer in the morning, cooler in the afternoon. Things will settle down in the afternoon, but during the morning hours, it could get fairly wild. We'll talk about how much snow is going to fall. Show you the latest chart. This time it works. I made sure. That comes up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. And as long as we're talking about that winter weather, let's take a quick look outside at what the roads are starting to look like. We go live with CBS3's Emma Quinn, who is along I-35 right now. Emma, what's going on out there?
So, Tony, right now the roads are looking pretty clear, but like you guys had mentioned, there is snow heading up north, and with that, plows will be working the overnight hours, and MnDOT, keeping that in mind, purchased 2 new pieces of equipment that will help keep everyone safe on the roads. The white stuff can mean white-knuckle driving on Minnesota roads.
But it's pretty hard to keep our roads nice with all the cold weather.
Hard work MnDOT hopes will be made it easier in our region this year. That's thanks to 2 new pieces of equipment aimed at clearing the roads faster and making them safer.
Well, the icebreakers are a large cylindrical attachment with teeth or spikes coming out of them. And what it does is that they roll along over compacted ice and snow,
punching holes in the ice along the way, which makes it easier for it to melt and be swept off the roads. In years past, MnDOT officials say they had to share the icebreakers with other districts from all across the state. This year, there are 3 icebreakers for the whole Duluth district, which includes the Iron Range, the North Shore, and beyond.
Like the bigger snowstorms, all of the entire district is going to be impacted, and there will be compaction in a lot of areas. So now we'll be able to have icebreakers available within those areas.
MnDOT officials say the icebreakers won't damage the roads. They're also asking you to be extra careful when the plows are out. Now remember, if you're driving behind a plow truck, if you can't see their mirrors, they can't see you.
And again, if the slower you go behind the material coming out, the better it makes it work and the faster we can clear the roads up. So yeah, stay back, stay alive. That's a good adage to go by.
So MnDOT officials say you should turn your lights on, stay back, and go slow. Now, MnDOT officials say that the icebreakers will help reduce the need for salt, which will help reduce the costs, and they say it is better for the environment.
Less snow on the roads and cheaper. That sounds like a win-win for everyone. Emma Quinn reporting live for us tonight. Thanks, Emma.
Senator Tina Smith wants to bring more health professionals to Minnesota's rural communities. The Democrat is introducing a bill to expand students' training into smaller towns. It would also offer incentives for staying there for their careers.
One of the biggest challenges that local community hospitals and other health centers have is recruiting and retaining the doctors and nurses to keep those hospitals going.
Smith will introduce the bill tomorrow, which is also Rural Health Day.
The vice president visited a Wisconsin shipyard today. Mike Pence made a stop at Marionette Marine, which is about an hour north of Green Bay. He went on board a Navy ship currently under construction and learned about its capabilities. Pence told the workers President Trump is trying to create a 350-ship Navy, and the company will play a role in building it. He urged lawmakers to pass military funding legislation.
Senator Tammy Baldwin is reacting to the vice president's visit today. The Democrat from Wisconsin said the Marionette Marine is a key part of Wisconsin's economy. That's part of the message she hopes Pence will deliver to President Trump.
To assure the president that this is an investment well worth making because it's been quite a struggle to get the funding restored after President Trump's budgets have called for these huge slashes in our maritime economy.
Well, it's a pivotal day in the impeachment inquiry.
Today, one of President Trump's top diplomats confirmed to lawmakers that there was a quid pro quo involving a visit to the White House. Ambassador to the European Union Gordon Sondland opened his testimony by confirming the visit by Ukraine's president was contingent on the country announcing a public investigation into a company associated with the Bidens and 2016 election interference.
Sondland says he later presumed millions of dollars in U.S. military assistance was also a condition, though he made clear the president never told him that explicitly. But lawmakers pressed Sondland on a text exchange that he had with top diplomat in Ukraine, Bill Taylor.
At that time, he claimed the president told him in a phone call no quid pro quo. The president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, also weighed in on Twitter, saying he had, quote, little contact with Ambassador Sondland. We'll have more details on the hearings tonight at 10.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a multi-million-dollar facelift is coming to a Duluth park. Which one and what's being done? That's coming up.
I'll guess Lincoln Park. All right, temperatures today. Warmer than normal, hit 39. Normal is 33. Tomorrow, temperatures tumble rather rapidly as the day goes on. Once we shake off the snow, the cold will come. How long it will last is what we will show you coming up after our break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Spirit Mountain.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one, too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $6,100 on this Equinox.
Orchards Island Inn is now hiring, and there's a position just for you. Apply for front desk, housekeeper, bartender, server, cook, and dishwasher. We're hiring great people like you. Call or click for more information and apply today.
Old School Lives presents our holiday market, Saturday, November 23rd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll find exactly what you need from one of our 50 vendors while also saving 50% off on everything in the thrift.
Oh yes, I remember. It was on Christmas Eve many years ago.
I was on my way to my grandparents' house in Duluth. We were on a train.
And the train became snarled in a horrific storm. Everyone feared that Christmas would be lost. But what the little girl and train conductor did next saved Christmas for everyone. This is the Christmas City Express, a train ride and storytelling experience on the North Shore Scenic Railroad in Duluth. Tickets and information at DuluthTrains.com. The Christmas City Express is your ticket to fun holiday memories for your entire family.
All aboard!
The holiday season is truly the most wonderful time of the year. It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment. Duluth's Greater Downtown Council invites you to experience our city anew. Come downtown to find the perfect gift, enjoy a delicious meal, and reconnect with family and friends. Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season.
Yes!
Unwrap the joy of a new CR-V, the best-selling CUV over the past decade.
That's all right.
I left the house for 10 miles.
It's like the start of a horror movie. My son has returned. This is a new Mrs. Acosta. You're always one of the brothers.
Our ancestors are here. Their ghosts are among us.
You saw one. What? An ancestor. This symbol is nothing but pain. It's evil.
A New Evil, Thursday, 10/9 Central on CBS.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, for folks in the snow belt, they've already had at least one big winter storm, so this is old hat for them. But this approaching storm system is fresh stuff for many of the rest of us in the region. And what we're looking at then tonight and through at least the noon hour tomorrow is a winter storm warning for the Arrowhead of Minnesota, then a winter weather advisory from the head of the lakes to points west, and that winter weather advisory will affect the snow belt as well. We'll show you how much snow is expected in just a little bit, but we will set the stage as usual by eyeing up the current conditions. The temperature is 35. That's a hair warmer than normal. It may stay warmer than normal through tomorrow morning, but then a cold front coming through behind our snow system makes things get pretty chilly by supper time tomorrow. Easterly wind, it's going 14 miles per hour right now, and the air pressure currently is 29.97, going down because of the approaching Colorado low pressure system, which is going to be bringing us nearly a 100% chance for snow tonight and through tomorrow morning. Current temps, we're looking at the 30s, mid-30s roughly for the Upper Peninsula, upper 30s in northwestern Wisconsin, and lower 30s for much of northern Minnesota. Again, temperatures in the 30s may be prevalent through tomorrow morning and then fall off rapidly tomorrow afternoon as the cold front portion of our big low pressure system sends temperatures tumbling. Canadian high pressure will be settling in tomorrow afternoon to clear us up, so this will be a short-lived snow round, but a good amount of snow could come down for some towns. All right, Colorado will work into our region as its warmer sector in the southern parts of our area. So we're seeing rain showers in the UP, northwestern Wisconsin, and east central Minnesota. North of Duluth, though, already getting the snows coming down. It's slicking up the roads a little bit, so do drive cautiously. There's our Colorado low packing the snow. And once that goes tomorrow afternoon, higher pressure settles in to make us sunny by Friday and probably through the weekend as well. So, again, maybe a bit of a short-lived headache, and our reward will follow. And if you're a snow fan, this will be your reward as well. For northern Minnesota in the Arrowhead and in the snow belt, I think we're running 4 to 8 inches, 2 to 4 for the rest of us. The 8 is most likely along the upper elevations of the Iron Ranges skirting the Laurentian Divide. And then the rest of us, well, we fight over the spoils. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps should go from about 18 inland to 35 by the lake, and rain and snow likely there. Rain and snow likely for Wisconsin and the UP as well. For tomorrow, the high temps start off warm early, then cool in the afternoon. Wisconsin and Michigan may get the snow to stick till about 6 o'clock, but I think for Minnesotans, tomorrow's snow should end by about the noon hour, giving us a chance to, shovel. Some of us haven't done that yet this season. Here's our extended forecast. And the sunny period, like I mentioned, should be with us by Friday. Stick around at least through Sunday. Next snow chance hits us on Tuesday, Anthony and Kristen. And that looks to be just light stuff right now.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
The Duluth School Board is now one step closer to choosing a new superintendent. At last night's meeting, the board hired BWP and Associates to help them through the superintendent search. The new hire will replace Bill Gronseth, who's announced he's stepping down in June. The board selected BWP because of their ability to find qualified candidates who could appeal to what the board and the community need. The firm hopes to survey the community, hold focus groups, and have a superintendent chosen by July.
A Duluth Park is about to get a $2 million facelift. Funding has been secured to improve the Lincoln Park infrastructure. Funds will be used to improve parking, upgrade playground equipment, and restore the more than 100-year-old pavilion. The money will also be used to fix walking paths, which were damaged during the 2012 flood. Officials say they hope the improvements will be a benefit for everyone.
We know that recreation and open green space can help remedy some of those health disparities and just give everybody an opportunity to get outside and connect with our programming and with nature.
The total cost is $2.1 million. $750,000 of that comes from a grant. The rest comes from donations and the city's tourism tax fund.
Kelly's here with a look at what's coming up in sports.
We are gearing up for a huge weekend of hockey down at Amsoil Arena, just down the road from us. Both UMD men and women back at home this weekend. We'll preview from both teams coming up next.
Don't be cold this winter. Get to the Northland's winter clothing headquarters, Northwest Outlet.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota, home of the largest selection of SUVs in the Northland. Visit KohlerToyota.com for 50th anniversary specials.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, get over $10,000 in total savings on an Expedition. That's over $10,000 in total savings. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
You can't stop the snow from falling, but you can make sure it doesn't slow you down. The Kubota Grand L Series, featuring an enclosed cab and all the snow removal equipment you need, is the ultimate package for outstanding performance, comfort, and taking on winter. Right now, get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus a 6-year limited powertrain warranty. See your local Kubota dealer today.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
Join 7 Winds Casino for this month's exciting promotion. It's Deal or the Wheel at 7 Winds Casino. All day, every Saturday in November. Join us for Deal or the Wheel cash drawings. Each hour, a winner will be drawn to spin the wheel twice for up to $1,000 cash. Or change the cash into extra lives and spin once more for more extra lives. Don't miss out on Deal or the Wheel, the premier guest experience in the Great Northwoods. 7 Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center, Hayward, Wisconsin.
I know people love the dish remote. It's great. So why build in a Google Assistant? I mean, who really needs a TV remote that can turn the thermostat up,
change temperature to 72,
the lights down,
dim the lights,
and still access their DVR?
play Rio?
Actually, some people could absolutely use a remote like that. The new Dish Voice Remote. Dish, tuned in to you.
I take you to be my partner. From nights we can't remember to days we won't forget. When we're on top of the world, or life turns upside down, I take you until forever.
Forever Mark Diamonds. Beautiful, rare, responsibly sourced. Available at Security Jewelers.
It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment.
This holiday season, buy local at the Electric Fetus. Open 7 days a week at Lake Avenue and Superior Street. Electric Fetus, made in Minnesota.
Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Ohio State was tough. Sydney Brott said they may have been the toughest team they've faced so far. But on paper, this upcoming weekend will be the toughest taste that the UMD women's hockey team faces as they bring in the #1 team in the country, right down 35 to Amsoil. It's back to practice this week for the Bulldogs, who certainly put up a fight against the #7 Ohio State Buckeyes. From Friday night's loss to Saturday's shootout tie, the Bulldogs didn't let up. Anna Klein finally broke the scoring in for UMD in the second period. The Buckeyes, though, answered with a goal of their own in the same frame to take it.
I think it just kind of put things in perspective for us that if we're going to beat teams like them, we really got to up our game to the next level, and I think we're focusing on doing that going into this weekend.
Obviously, we got to try to get the puck in the net, so just getting at the goalie, getting lots of shots, and getting to the dirty areas and working hard to get the puck in the back of the net.
Couldn't convert as many times as we wanted to, so that becomes a mental battle. We had a penalty shot, we didn't convert there, mental battle, 1-1 going into the third, and then played another 30 minutes, and it was intense. We had a power play, we had 4-on-3, they hit the post twice, so to stay composed, to get some quality saves from Maddie. We had some great looks again. I was happy to get that tie.
Puck drop for both games, both days, is at 3:07 p.m. at Amsoil Arena. Number 10, Minnesota Duluth will look to hand the Gophers just their second loss of the season this Friday night. The UMD men come off of a series split down in Oxford, Ohio. The Bulldogs rallied to beat the Redhawks 3-2 on Saturday night after a 3-1 loss on Friday. Although UMD suffered the split, a lot of good can be taken away from the series overall. First, Scotty Brunovich racked up 4 points, having a hand in each of UMD's 4 total goals on the entire weekend. Consequently, the Hibbing native was named NCHC Defenseman of the Week for the second time this year.
Ability to control games at times, can slow it down, he can speed it up. That's what makes him special, is he's got a great feel for the game. He's got great deception to his game. He'll make plays that right now some of our guys need to figure out. They need to get open, otherwise it puts him in a tough spot. So he's always had it. It's something that he's never going to lose. Certainly makes him an elite player.
I think our forwards have been working pretty well. I had a few points, but I didn't really do much for them. Kind of just got the puck off my stick, and the forwards did the rest of the work.
UMD back at home this upcoming weekend, hosting NCHC opponent Colorado College. Only Saturday's game will be on My9 Sports. You can watch Friday night's game on NCHC TV. And if you're heading to Amsoil Arena, gear up for some traffic and maybe plan ahead, because a lot of events down this way that night.
Parking's going to be tough.
Yeah, it should be decent out enough at night to walk. So at least there's that.
Is that true, Dave? Is it going to be decent enough at night?
I indeed think so.
Okay.
It's always decent for walking. Just bundle up if it's nasty.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks, Kelly. One of the plows cruising Duluth Street is bearing a little love. Kids and adults spent the summer signing a plow blade at events all across the state. That includes the Minnesota State Fair. The goal is to share how MnDOT gets ready to plow, how large the equipment actually is, and it helps people understand there's a reason these plows drive slow. Come tomorrow, officials say they plan to use the plow blade, so the snow will most likely remove those signatures. That's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
They use a dry erase marker or love plow. Sounds like a kid's book.
So anyway, Dave, is it going to be warm enough to park and walk on Friday night?
Temperature-wise, it's not going to be really bad. It won't be overly warm. We will cool down after this snowstorm leaves us here. It'll be warm until then. So what we're eyeing up then overnight tonight is a winter storm warning for the tip of the Arrowhead in Minnesota. Winter weather advisory for much of the rest of northern Minnesota. And it's also a winter weather advisory for the snow belt in northern Wisconsin and the UP. The rest of the region in east central Minnesota, much of northwestern Wisconsin, really not that bad a deal at all. Current conditions, just one last look just in case you forgot. We have 35 now, but this time tomorrow maybe only 18 to 20.
All right, stay safe out there. We'll see you at 10.
CBS3